So how did you endure the gym without nutrition?
You'd be surprised how much of a driving force self-hatred is, unfortunately.
Wow.
And routine. I am a man of routine. So if my plan is for the next 6 days to get up at 8 o'clock and hit the gym for 10, it's not, as I say, it's not something I do currently, but it was back then. It's my routine, therefore I have to do it. If I don't do it, I've thrown myself out of whack and I'm going to have a funny day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What tips, I guess, could you offer the people at home?
the first thing I would always lean into is just to seek help from people around you. You'd be surprised how easy it is to get very insular about it. And I'm not just speaking for other men, I'm speaking for everyone.
Mm.
You might feel like you're alone in this, and you're not. There are millions and millions of people out there like myself that are dealing with this every day, and there are trained therapists who can actually help you slowly or quickly get out of this state, because you're not doing yourself any favors and you're just making your life harder. So the first thing is to always reach out to others. If you don't feel like you can reach out to a professional, at least reach out to a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might not listen as much as others, but someone will eventually listen and they will be there to help. And that's what I did. I reached out to a therapist. My only other tip would be to listen to your body. If your body says you're hungry, chances are you probably need some food. I mean, there's a difference between being hungry and being bored. Right. We all know what that feels like. But if your body is rumbling at hell and you know you're hungry, have something to eat. And it's very easy for me to say, but your body is a very good indicator of what it needs. And it will tell you. If you need to go to the toilet, it will let you know. If you need to eat, it will let you know. If you need to sleep, it will let you know. So listen to it.
That's so true. Do you have friends, people who reach out to you now in search for help, knowing that you've outed yourself?
Nope.
No.
That's probably my biggest concern, is the people who were already dealing with it. And there's a couple of people in my life I know who are dealing with, body dysmorphic issues and bulimia, anorexia, and such. They all are women.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's an actual thing, but they're the ones who have come out and spoken about it.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly convinced I know some people who are males who are also dealing with this. And as a guy who worked in a gym for a very long time, I've seen many people, but they won't tell me and they won't talk to me because they don't want to, back to what you said, open the box.
Wow. I hope this will help some people listening. Yeah.
You just got to talk to someone, and it will get better. It's tough, and it's a horrible, when you're in the depths of it, it's not very nice to see yourself in the mirror, and I know that feeling, but you can change that, and you can improve that, and talking helps. Me talking to you has helped me.
Yeah, the same. I can say the same. Thank you. And I've learned there's some of these ideas or feelings are foreign to me. I lean more towards the panic disorder and all that, so I can speak all day about that. But oh wow, it's unbelievable what our minds will do to us.
Unfortunately true, but it's also a wonderful thing that can do lots of wonderful things for us too.
Yes, you just gotta listen to it as well as to our bodies. Just listen. It's telling you to rest. It's telling you to read a book. It's telling you to meditate.
Put the phone down, go out for a walk.
Yeah.
In a quiet area with no one else around, no COVID, but
yeah, exactly. Agent Scott, you're dismissed. This is great. You can go back to your James Bond world and your 007 world that I know zero of.
I have a martini waiting for me in the other room.
See, that I know.
Taken, not stirred. So yeah, I will get right back to that.
That I know. I think the James Bond movies lost me when, and this is a serious conversation we're going to have now, but lost me with all the girls in bikinis as a feminist.
Do you know what? I completely agree. And there's a lot of female authors that write about this exact issue.
Yeah.
I would recommend staying more towards the Daniel Craig films because there aren't many scantily clad women for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
At least the newer films have tried to move away from that.
Exactly. No, exactly. And I've seen, yes, I saw the one I saw was, and that's probably why I agreed to see it. You know what I mean? I kind of knew that they were going in that direction. But I just can't stop twitching and itching when I see what's the name of the Scottish guy who's he's awesome. The James Bond,
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, or the older movies. You know, they're, I'm sure, great movies, but I just can't. You know, it just itches me to see the. And you were saying in the, I think not, well, not, don't know if it was the last episode, but one, yeah, it was the last episode. Yes, the Dr. No episode.
That's right.
Where they picked a model whose voice they dubbed, but just because of her body and how, you know, good she looked. And
yeah, it's an unfortunate byproduct of the films around that time, especially the Bond films, and some other film series did it too, where they would just tend to use women as props.
Yeah,
and I commented on it on the podcast. I don't like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I like it when everyone's given agency regardless of their sex. That shouldn't have anything to do with it. But also the Bond films are kind of a product of the writer, Ian Fleming, who came up with James Bond. And if you read his books, I mean, it's long gone now, but they are very much rooted in the 50s when they were written.
So misogynistic.
Completely. And racist and lots of other words I could use against them. But at least the later films, Casino Royale being a very prime example of a film I'd recommend anyone to watch.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, it takes what's good on the page and gets rid of the bad stuff, I would say.
Yeah, so far you're not doing a great job at convincing me to watch misogynistic, racist.
Yeah, okay, all right. Casino Royale, I think, will change your mind. I think I'll get you on board.
All right, I will watch that. That's with Daniel Craig too, right?
That's his first one. He looks very young.
He's good to look at too. So yeah. So
double standards.
So I'll try.
That's the movie where he walks out of the ocean in the small blue trunks that everyone likes to rewatch.
See, I didn't. Oh, see that I'm not that feminist when it comes to men coming out of the ocean with short trunks.
Hey, I'll watch it. I have no problem looking at Daniel Craig in his trunks.
And who knows, Daniel Craig, if you're listening to my
call me. I have a podcast for you.
Daniel Craig, I really appreciate your work.
And your abs.
And your
thanks for that.
Your trunks.
Yeah. They're very small.
Stop it. We're still recording for all that.
I know.
Anyway, thank you so much, Scott. Scott, this is a pleasure. So enlightening. You've been so generous. This is great. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It needs to be talked about more, and I hope my 40 minutes on your podcast maybe changes one person's mind and gets them to talk. If I've done that, I've done something good today.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure you did.